But we'll begin actually with a look back. Just a few minutes ago, Shaun Murray, the top guy we just talked about, gets off the dock. These guys routinely take a couple of warm-up jumps, but for Shaun, something went wrong.
Shaun just going for a warm-up, looked like he was doing a 180, but he just goes down. He boosted a little bit too big, and then he starts clowning for the crowd. Now the question was, will they let him ride, or will they count that as his first fall?
And an even bigger question for a guy like a Shaun Murray, so consistent, what happened?
He just boosted too big. Look how big he goes. He's just flailing up there, swimming, what the riders call it.
The answer to your other question, Tony, yes, Shaun Murray does get a re-ride. Judges confer, yeah, Mr. Style will get a little extra today. And you see the knee socks that he has. Mr. Style always looking good on the water. So as Tony mentioned at the top of the show, the boat goes out into the show circle here at SeaWorld, a 180-degree turn, and then the wakes converge for the double-up.
One of the important things about this competition is where the rope is pulling the riders from. You'll see the rope going straight up. It's being pulled by the flight control tower, and that's where it's attached to. And what that means is the riders get a little extra airtime because of where the rope's pulling them.
Little delay in the 360.
Shaun Murray goes for a late 360, slowed down on the rotation a little bit, but it looked like maybe he was going to do a 540 or 720, and he couldn't get all the rotation, so he only does a 360.
We judge it. 10 points for each judge would be the best. You see here about half of that, 15.2 the total. In high school, it'd be probably about a D- or maybe even an F if you're going by percentages.
We're looking for some bigger things from Shaun Murray. A 360 is a great trick, but not quite as big as we'd like to see. Here he comes front side. Oh my! A front side scarecrow 540. Look at the handle pass right here. It's late, and then he takes the board for an extra 180-degree rotation. Now that's a big trick.
Big tricks get big payoffs. 24.1 on the second double-up. Shaun Murray, tennis socks and all, has the final shot, and he posted better than a 24 in the first round.
Shaun Murray is really going to have to do two near-perfect jumps here if he wants to overtake Darren. But second place is big money, too, and second place wouldn't be bad right now for Shaun, but he's going to still, to overtake Greg Nekrasen and Ryan Sebring, he's going to have to come up with something big here.
He's a guy who loves to ride expression, freedom, and he also says most often in this type of competition, being so unique as it is, he oftentimes doesn't think of what he's going to do until right when the wakes converge.
I think he's going to do a big rotational trick here. We saw Thomas Harrell go for the 720, and Shaun, you know, he can do 720s, but he didn't get quite the pop he needed for the 7. He went for the 360 the first time. Now look, he goes big, he takes it high, double handle pass, and goes for the 540. Nice, clean 540 for Shaun. That's going to be judged fairly well.
Almost a Dean Lavelle type thought pattern here in the final round. 21.5 points, and I say that because Lavelle talked about, hey, I want to get one good one on the board and then stick a huge trick on the second.
I think a 720 has the possibility of being judged just as much as a speedball. But look at that right there. Oh, my. Shaun Murray looked like he was going for a scarecrow Mobius, but he didn't get the pop that he needed, and he came up well short of the landing.
45.6 the total for Shaun Murray on the second round.
He's coming in heel side here. Watch the handle pass. He's just really late, and just when he grabs a handle, it just pulls him super far forward, and he went down and went down hard. I liked your stylish 540 on the first double-up.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of difficulty with that start-off double-up just because it's the start-up rollers and it gives the double-up a different shape. So I couldn't put the 7 together, but I just wanted to have a good 5 in there, and then I went for the new trick. It's a switch front with a blindfold 360.
And what happened on that one? It looked like maybe you didn't have quite enough air to complete the rotation?
Well, actually, I think I went a little bit too much. But, you know, if we're going to do it, crash hard, so.
Right on. Well, maybe you win the $250 for the best crash.
I think Dean took that one.
He doesn't want that honor. Bonifay you see in 6th, Randy Harris, and some other names on the up-and-coming list in our top 10. $5,000 to Shaun Murray, our second-place winner with a great effort today. For Tony Finn, I'm Doug Dunbar. We'll say so long from SeaWorld in Orlando.